welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sonia. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my acne journey. I do have in mind that everyone's skin is different, so I'm not saying that what I did or what I'm currently doing is going to work for you, but definitely I feel like you're going to pick a few gems here and there. Okay, so I'm going to give a little backstory. I never had acne as a teenager. Like growing up or in my teenage years, I did have like very flawless skin. I never had issues with breakouts. Even if I did have breakouts, it's just going to be one or two, and it wouldn't take long for it to clear up. And I did not have like serious pigmentation or scars as a result of, acne or whatever. But then fast forward to 2019, 2020, I started getting into skincare a whole lot. And I am just that person that would always experiment with skincare products, always jumping from one product to another. And I still did not have any issues until I started, DIY skincare, turmeric here, aloe vera there, onions here, and all those kind of stuff, baking soda and the rest. And my skin started becoming, very sensitive. And even when I stopped doing DIY, I still continued using, products that contain some ingredients that I now know better not to use. So I was using all of those things and I would still have, the acne. And I also did have like fungal acne on my forehead. I had like, very tiny rashes. And then it developed into bigger rashes that were closed. Like it was like closed comedones. It's not like the pimple that would have where you would press it from, no, or where you squeeze it from rather. No, this one was just there, okay? So my forehead would just be bumpy on its own. So early last year, 2022, I started having severe acne breakouts. Like the breakout was real here and there at the corners of my cheek, my chin, my everywhere, my forehead especially, I would break out. And there was never a time that I would not have active acne on my face. And then I had blackheads all over. So it was really, really serious. I tried the Dushin black soap, I tried the Z black soap, I tried the Avila natural black soap, I tried the I tried different black soaps from different brands. I also tried like Nigerian made face washes. I tried the one from Hibiscus Naturals, and it wasn't working at the same time. And I noticed that on top of the acne flare-ups that I was having, my skin was becoming red. Like I'll notice visible redness on my face, at the corners of my nose and my mouth. It would be red. Sometimes when I brush my teeth and the toothpaste touches a part of my face, I would feel this instant burning sensation. It was that bad. And sometimes when I apply my face cream after having my bath, I notice instant burning sensation. So at that point, I knew that, my skin barrier was really getting damaged. Now, if you come to YouTube or the skincare community, you'd see a whole lot of recommendations, people sharing their acne journey here and there. But the truth of the matter is that sometimes the products that they use that worked for them might be expensive for the next person. And I was not in the position, I still am not in the position where I would want to spend more than 50,000 naira on my skincare routine. Not because it's not worth it, but because it's not something I can keep up with. It's not something that I can be consistent with at this time or even at that time as a student, someone who just finished school, and it's not something I could deal with. It's not something that I could comfortably do. Because even if I bought it, I will not keep up. And consistency is one thing that you need for you to deal with acne, right? So what I now did was to look for alternatives, right? So when I see a product that is highly recommended for treating acne, I would look at the active ingredients in that product and then go and buy another product that is more affordable that has the same active ingredients. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work. For example, I heard of benzoyl peroxide, and benzoyl peroxide is actually very good for acne. You could have it as a wash or as a lotion. So I decided to buy the benzoyl peroxide lotion, which at the end of the day was rubbish because this I bought, it just says BP10. And I think like this is a dupe for the Oxy 10 benzoyl peroxide lotion. So this is BB10. It says 10% benzoyl peroxide. It says you should use it 2 to 3 times a day. And I did use this 2 to 3 times in a day, and I did not see results with it, and I just dumped it because the results that I was expecting to see, I was not seeing. And I felt like this was actually a fake product because it did not come sealed. All right, it did not come sealed. And one of the characteristics of benzoyl peroxide is that it bleaches white garments. So I applied this to my white towel, my white sheets, and all of that, and nothing happened. So I felt like this maybe has expired, even though the expiry date is still here. It says 2026, but I felt like maybe it's something else that they poured inside here because the product says that it is non-oily, colorless, and fragrance free. This has fragrance, okay? It smells somehow, and it actually has color. It has color. It is not colorless. So this was a huge loss for me. It did not work. And I heard of clindamycin phosphate for acne, and I got the clean cap gel. So clean cap has clindamycin phosphate in it, and to be very honest, this actually works. But I'll say that it wasn't strong enough for what I was facing. I remember sometime in 2018 I had breakouts. I moved into a new hostel when I was still in uni. I moved into a new hostel, and I think maybe it was reaction, the water. I don't know what happened, Sha, but I was not having some breakouts on my face, and I went to a pharmacist, and he recommended that I try this clean cap gel. It has clindamycin phosphate in it as the active ingredient, and it did work. In about a week, everything on my face actually cleared out. So using it last year, it did not really work that much because I felt like what I was having was more than the regular acne that would just come and go. So this did not work. And if you're someone that would want to use this, I would tell you that it is not good to use this over a long period of time. This is because clindamycin is okay for fighting acne, but then it gets to a certain point when the acne or the bacteria causing the acne would now have a resistance to this product. So it will now stop working. So what you need to do is if you're using Clean Cap, you need to find another product that is fighting acne. All right. For example, it is recommended that you use clindamycin phosphate alongside benzoyl peroxide, which is actually the main reason I went to look for this benzoyl peroxide lotion. This one is strong enough to fight acne, but not strong enough to fight it over a long period of time. You get what I'm saying? So if you're using this, it is best that you use a benzoyl peroxide wash or a benzoyl peroxide lotion that would help to weaken the acne causing bacteria more so that it will not have resistance against this one. I hope that you understand what I just explained. So this did not work for me, so I did not continue using this again because in as much as I was seeing small results, it still was not giving me the results that I wanted. Okay, so I also then started using tretinoin because I heard tretinoin was good for acne. So I started using tretinoin. But one thing with tretinoin is that it is not something that happens overnight, all right? It's going to take a long time. And I used this tretinoin for about 4 months, and I was not really getting the results that I was expecting. I knew that it was going to take a while, but I wasn't expecting it to be up to 4 months. And I was looking at other people's tretinoin journey, and some of them would say, oh, that it took them about a year, and I wasn't ready to wait for a year in order to start seeing results. So I discontinued use. And I also feel that this brand of tretinoin that I'm using is not potent enough. I think also that is the major issue here because this is 0.05% tretinoin, and the results or the side effects that I'm seeing is not what is expected of a 0.05% tretinoin. So I felt like it's not really working. So fast forward to last year when I came across this Skin Doctor carrot and kojic acid soap. It says it is whitening and clarifying. Do not be afraid. This is not a bleaching product whatsoever. It says skin whitening, but it doesn't really whiten the skin. It helps to clear acne, pimples, and dark spots. This is what I've been using since December, and I will tell you that I have noticed a huge difference. I use this alongside the Roshin Vitamin C Serum and the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer. And to be very, very honest, my skin is far from being flawless, but I am really pleased at how my skin is. I'm pleased at the improvements that I'm seeing. I'm not saying that this is what I'm going to be using forever and ever, but this is like my very realistic acne journey. My skin is not there yet. It is still very much flawed, but there is a huge difference between where it used to be and where it currently is now. I also like to add that I stopped stressing myself more. I know that it's easier said than done, but try as much as possible to reduce stress in whatever way you can. Try to sleep more. Sometimes stress could actually trigger acne. I'm not saying that this is the case for everybody, but I'm just saying like stress could trigger acne. And I noticed that this my acne was somehow stress related, because the moment I reduced stress, I stopped stressing myself too much. Then I started seeing more improvement in my skin. So basically, this is my realistic acne journey. Like I said, I am not there yet, but I do really appreciate where my skin is at. I can go out without a full face of makeup and I'll be just fine. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please do make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notification so that you will be notified anytime I upload a new video. Bye.